Hey, what is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Today I bring you guys loot from 10 hours of PKing at remote locations. Now, first we have the main account, as always. This was my gear for Deep Wilderness, and I also did a few other things which will be showing pretty shortly here. And then we have my 20 Defense Spear account. He was mainly camping Black Demons the whole entire video. This is where people do Slayer if they're interested in doing Wilderness Slayer, or you can just do normal Slayer and actually decide to kill Black Demons in the Edgeville dungeon. So he was scouting out the whole time there. And then we have my Iron Man and Moon Clan for backup. So first things first, I did check out Scorpia, specifically the 2K Total World, since I have access to those on 2 accounts, and I did get a nice kill pretty early on here and a nice little 630k. I did camp Scorpia for a few hours, usually around like 5 to 7 a.m. EST, so it was very dead here, but there seems to be people in the 2200 total level worlds and the 2K total level worlds pretty regularly, I would say. Didn't really have any luck in any other world, but as I was gonna go check this key, I did run into someone who was 3-iteming Hellhounds, and you never know, they could have a billion GP in their inventory, so I figured I'd go cash in their key as well. And for the very first one, we have another 430k, and followed by the guy with nothing, a nice little 50k, so that's not bad. Taking a break from Scorpia, I was using my Ring of Stone, and I ran into this PKer, so I was trying to rush him, but I think I was pretty obvious at this point. Unfortunately, he didn't run next to me, he kind of ran away from me. So I chased him down with max strength, 100 mil risk if I die, and the Dragon Claw spec took care of business for a very nice 570k key. So I did stand in this exact square here for about 3 hours, and I was scouting on 2 other accounts at the Furox, so I would see anyone who would be in my combat range running to this entrance to the Revenant Caves. So I would be prepared, and I would log in on my main account for that very nice 1 million GP key, and I was doing this for about 3 hours. I think I got 10 different people who I attempted to kill with this method, and I think out of that, 3 of them did die, but the rest of them survived, or I just spec'd nothing at all. The next key wasn't as good, but still pretty decent. Next, we have a little Black Demon action. I was too late to record this clip. That's the problem with recording on a couple accounts at a time, but I did manage to get this next one. This guy who had a 3rd age range top and was safe spotting Black Demons with a graceful cape and a rune crossbow. 852k key from him and 354k from the first guy. Sorry I was late to record that, but yeah, it's always nice to find some nice loot at the Black Demons area, especially at this combat bracket. I finally decided to upgrade my rune crossbow on Mystic Seer to a dragon crossbow, which did land me this nice kill. A guy in full melee void with an Amulet of Fury, giving me a nice 373k key. Last time you guys saw Mystic Seer, my 20 Defense Spear, he was 90 strength, and here's just a quick little montage of me upping my strength level throughout the last 7 days here. That's why I love playing on multiple accounts. I was just AFKing Nightmare Zone easy mode though, with only about 4 or 5 bosses to kill, and I was collecting my herb boxes every day, so it really wasn't costing me too much money in supplies to be doing this, and I also was managing to imbue multiple Seers rings for the Wilderness and my Berserker ring. And after a long 6 or 7 days of Nightmare Zone, I did obtain 95 strength. While taking a break from the remote locations, I did decide to try my luck at PvP World PKing, something that you guys seem to enjoy. In my last upload, I think I added a little bit of a montage of it in the Lava Dragon video, and some of you guys said you wanted a little bit more, so here's just a few fights, probably about 10 or a dozen fights of me pretty much just PKing with a Void Waker. That was my main weapon. It was also my special attack weapon. The beautiful thing about PKing with this gear and the Obsidian Shield is that my risk is always just a simple flat 1.2 mil, and almost everyone that I'm going up against, especially if they have DH, is risking anywhere from 2 to 6 mil. This kind of gives me an upper hand because I tend to die quite a bit, as you'll see in the KDR there, so that if I can die multiple times, I can still make my money back and profit a little bit, just depending on what I'm using. Sometimes I would get in the mood to use an Avernic Defender. It would land me a lot more hits during the fight and a much higher special attack, but if I died with it, I would have to spend, I think, a 900k or a million GP to fix it, so that would definitely cost a lot if I died a lot over time. We have a 300k key there. I try not to fight people who aren't risking as much as me, but sometimes, you know, I play late night and early mornings, and it's really hard to find fights in PvP, especially since you keep seeing the same usernames over and over again. I definitely prefer inside the wilderness activities as it goes for PKing, but I mean, PvP is always going to be there, and with the new release of Bounty Hunter, I think the beta just came out today or yesterday, so that should be coming into the game soon, and I think I'll find myself enjoying that quite a bit when that becomes live, so be expecting some videos from that. In this video here, you're definitely going to be seeing my last of PvP footage, so enjoy it while it lasts here on screen. Definitely just going to be focusing on some PVMing up until that Bounty Hunter update soon. I'm sure you all can agree that the PvP Worlds is not remote locations, especially the Grand Exchange to be more specific, but again, I had so much footage from the last week that I had to put this in somewhere, so this video kind of worked out for that. It was a decent experience overall. I mean, what you're seeing on screen here are some of my best fights and the fights that I actually get the kill in, but if you actually pay attention to the top left KDR, I did die quite a bit. Overall, I think from this PvP session, from what you're seeing now, the overall keys came out to be 48 million GP, and I think I lost about 36 million GP trying to obtain that. So keep that in mind. This is all not pure profit. This does cost a lot, because a lot of this is just skill and luck, and I don't really have too much skill as it comes to PvP fights. This moment here, I was teleblocked and getting rushed by a guy named Goose, and as you can see, I hit a 51, which he venged, and then I put on my axe as I'm 1 HP. I tanked his Elder Maul hit, he hit a 0, and at this very moment, I don't know what my axe could have hit, but I think it could have probably hit him for his full HP bar, which if that would have happened, ladies and gentlemen, especially in this slowed down moment, that would have been historical. That would have been magical, more magical than David Blaine's street specials, and unfortunately, I did not get the kill, but I'm gonna be thinking about that one for quite a while, because that just, can you imagine? Probably 100 mil at least. Plus, what a cool username, Goose. Anyway, moving on, 5 mil PK from that last guy, and then I pulled out the old Armadyl Godsword with a full dragon combination inspired by Tyler the 2008 BH Craters. That's enough nerdy history for today, but yeah, I mean, the PvP was going good. I don't really often DHPK, but when I find myself in PvP after about 10 fights of just using the Void Waker with my Guthan and Torag combination, I like to branch out occasionally and use some DH, so it's a nice turn of events. One thing I wish I would have tried out is Magic Shortbow to Karasi or Magic Shortbow to AGS PKing. Never really tried it because I feel like the Magic Shortbow just never hits, and once you're out of special attack, you kind of just lose the fight, in my opinion, so that's why I just really stick with DHing or just Void Wakering. I did add in one death of mine because it's just important to recognize the power of full Torva. Absolutely insane. I was actually considering doing one risk fight for this video, so I checked out the high risk worlds and I just couldn't find anything that looked appealing. I think they were all Dragon Claw spec rushing each other or just simply DHing each other, and since I don't currently live stream anymore, and I also couldn't find any live streamer who was actually currently doing that, I decided against it. So no high risking this time. Had a simple little double death there, but luckily it was in my favor with 3 mil profit. And with all of that being said, that is it for the PvP. Hope you guys enjoyed that section of the video. Thanks for watching this far as well. Back to Scorpia with a beautiful 732k key. People really do risk a lot here, and I know it's probably not a great thing to kill Scorpia PVMers, but believe me, in my 2000 kill count, I've lost my fair share of money here. So it's just the wilderness. That's all I can really say about that. One thing that was really strange was I ran into a level 72, which is literally the lowest level that I can attack in this wilderness. So I don't know what he was doing there, but I took one piece of his cannon from him, and I was too lazy to cash in that key, so I just figured I would hop worlds. I upped the risk this time to 10 mil since I brought on a Zamorak Godsword, because I really needed a good melee weapon outside of the special attack use. 271k from the level 70, and a nice 593k from the level 126, so I will take it. Next, we have a guy who is 110% AFK at Black Demons, just sitting here, not responding to anything, and if I wouldn't have been praying range, he probably would have killed me, but yeah, he was so AFK, and it did result in a nice 287k loot, a lot of amethyst arrows and cannonballs from him. Next, we have this guy who was, looked like doing Wilderness Slayer, because I'm just assuming with the Slayer helm and everything, as well as a Saying Staff, but not too much from him, just a nice little 250k. Some people risk more than others here, some people risk insane amounts, and some people just risk averagely, which I'd consider like anywhere from 100 to 300k, just depending on what they're doing, whether they're killing normal scorpions or Scorpia. But one thing you can guarantee, ladies and gentlemen, which is why I love PKing here, is that none of these people anti-PK, because it's just, it's too hard and it's in multi, so oftentimes not really many people are going to be trying to kill you. So I did manage to scout a level 60 here, which is almost unheard of. I never see low levels at Scorpia, so I brought Mystic Seer all the way from Black Demons up to Scorpia, and luckily this person was still here. here. I agree with what they said there, but what can I say? I knew the risk was definitely worth it, and I actually ran into a level 115 as I was trying to bank, so I brought my main over to the lever, and they did the right thing by logging out. So yeah, shout out to that bald guy though, pretty nice words. So checking the key on Mr. No Sleep, I killed some no itemer, got 50k, and then checking the key from Mystic Seer, a nice 572k from the level 60. Then we have this one guy, I guess he was doing Wilderness Slayer, probably just killing the normal scorpions and avoiding Scorpia, but yeah, I didn't really get too much from him. And then I did manage to kill, unfortunately, an Iron Man, I know, at Chaos Ellie for a record-breaking 52k. I left him alone after that though. Also managed to scout some guy with a Rogue's Slayer task. Always do kill people doing Wilderness Slayer just because of the odds of getting a Laren's key from them, but no key from this guy. Still a nice 183k though. Randomly at the Wilderness Obelisk, I ran into another level 70, this time level 78, and I quickly killed him for I think like 50k. Well, it looks like he was level 79, my bad. But on to the Lava Dragons. Quick little detour to the Lava Dragons. I just wanted to see if the Lava Dragon bots were still here, and what a shock, there are, and they are still risking 400k plus upon death. The only way you can kill them is to scout them on a higher level account that can't attack them at all, so they don't instantly log, and just see the exact square that they're standing on, and then log in on top of them on the account that can attack them. As you can see with multiple examples of doing this, that is how I can kill any Lava Dragon bot that I choose, and just seeing like the 10 or 20 worlds that I was hopping, there is seriously like 2 bots in every single world. It is ridiculous. I think I only managed to run into one PKer here, and I did kill him pretty quickly, but other than that, yeah, I'd really suggest you guys to check out the Lava Dragon bots, because they are incredible money if you do decide to kill them and you do the tactic that I do. Only disadvantage of doing this is I always have to run back there instead of using the agility shortcut, but it's still worth it to receive anywhere from a 80k key upwards to a 450k key, and they almost never log out because of this method. So yeah, something to keep in mind for some easy GP if you enjoy killing bots or if you enjoy wilderness related activities. My apologies if there's been a little background noise. A lot of stuff moving around right now and a lot of planes flying by. Another 10:30 a.m. voiceover for you guys today. A little bit of an earlier upload, you know. I'm really looking forward to this coming month. I'm bringing back the 10-hour series stronger than ever, and I'm working on really cool videos for you guys. Taking a little bit of a break from the Ending in Zero series for this week, but you guys should be seeing the next episode in 10 days or 15 days from now. But don't worry, because every other day, if not every day, you should definitely be seeing a 10-hour loot video. Feeling really motivated again, you know? It's a good feeling. I think we got out 10 videos last month, and this month I'm going to shoot for 20. So yeah, I mean, we still have to actually end the current month strong, but that's okay. We have this video out today, and then we have loot from 20 hours of boosting Slayer points out tomorrow, and then the next month we'll start strong. Alright, a couple more 100k keys at Scorpia. Nothing too crazy from this guy as well. Got the Iron Man standing strong in Moon Clan there, and a little bit more of Dragon Claw rushing. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the rushing part of this video or me as a Ring of Stone, and I can definitely attempt to do 10 hours of that. My only fear of that video is I won't run into too many people, and I don't know if I can even make it a long video for you guys, but even if it turned out to be like 5 or 6 minutes, I would still upload that happily. So let me know if you guys enjoyed that, you know, what you're seeing on screen here. I mean, most of the times it doesn't really work out, but if I do decide to do that video, I'll definitely buy my Void Waker back, and instead of doing 2 Dragon Claw special attacks, you'll most likely be seeing either 2 Void Waker special attacks or a Dragon Claw into the Void Waker. That's what I've been seeing across YouTube with similar rushing videos, and those guys get hundreds of mils PK'd. I don't know how they do it, but me, not so much. I was risking 100 mil here when I got telly blocked, but luckily this guy didn't even get close to killing me. He actually told me he was eating a bag of potato chips as he was entering the Revenant Cave, which I hope more people in the future are doing while I am specking them out, but unfortunately a lot of these guys are just paying full-on attention and they're ready to go. So yeah, it's kind of one downside of doing that method. So although people don't anti-PK at Scorpia, this person killed my Iron Man and almost managed to kill me too with a 50. So I would have been so embarrassed had I died there, but luckily I did get their 1 mil key and it all worked out in the end. But yeah, be careful of that smoke staff or Skull of Edion staff, whatever in the world that thing is. It hits very high, so I gotta be on the watch for that. But anyway, I did manage to kill a guy with an upgraded trident, only received about 288k from him, and then just a few more kills here as well. It really is easy to kill people at Scorpia. You know, they really can't fight back too much, but the best method if you do get attacked at Scorpia is to just get your opponent outside and then just throw an ice barrage on them at the right timing, and then just simply stand under the PKer and log out, and that should work out. Ran into this adamant wearing guy with a maple short bow south of Green Dragons. Not sure what most of these guys are doing, but we took him down. And then back to Black Demons, one of my favorite PKing hotspots, even though I die here all the time for my smokestaff. Of course, I'm not going to show you guys those clips, but yeah, we did manage to kill a few people. Got another Laren's key and a nice little 156k. Following that, another safe spotting Ranger. Did manage to get the kill there. This time only 57k, but we did manage to get another Laren's key. And then we have this next guy who was wearing full blue D-hide, and luckily I did kill him pretty quickly. I actually attempted to kill him multiple times throughout this week, and he always got away. And it did result in a very exciting key, this time being 1.1 million, close to 6,000 cannonballs. I'm still waiting for my big PK at Black Demons. I've been camping there for almost a week now, and I've gotten a lot of footage, but unfortunately, I think the biggest PK I've had is that 1.1 mil one so far. I did kill that Voider with a nice Granite Mall spec and a nice 258k key. One thing I don't really kill much of is air orb runners, but I did kill one in this video, which we'll get to pretty soon here. A nice 300k key from the Voider, and what you're seeing here is the one air orber that I killed right after RuneScape had an update. I didn't get it on video, but he must have brought all his cosmic runes, and I did receive it, another 1.1 mil. Following that, a little bit crowded here, a nice 107k key from that guy, and yet again another person on Slayer task. No Laren's key this time, but a nice 297k. Well, that is it for this video, guys. Mystic Seer ended up profiting about 7 mil, and my main ended up profiting about 10 mil, so 17 mil profit from this video. This one was mainly just for fun. I wanted to take a break from PVMing, so that's what made this video happen. Well, a special shout out to Matthew Stivers and SwanPositive for the extra generosity every month, as well as all my other YouTube channel members. You guys are amazing. Thank you all, and I'll see you tomorrow night with another video, and until then, Mr. No Sleep out.